Once a year, the largest mobile theme park finds its way to Tilburg. In this video, we will tell you a little bit about the history of the Tilburgse Kermis and all you need to know when you plan to visit this event. Let's dive in! In the last full week of July, the Tilburgse Kermis, also known as the Tilburg Fair, finds its way to the inner city. The fair is spread throughout the city and forms a 4-kilometer long ribbon of attractions. The event is spread out over 10 days and is very popular. It attracts over 1 million visitors in those 10 days. So you can imagine parking garages fill up fast. The fair is best reachable by public transportation, or if you live close, by bike. The fair is in the city center, so the central station is very close by. During those 10 days there are also all kinds of arts and music festivals in the city center. Most of them are free to visit and they really make sure you can fill up the entire day in Tilburg. There are also special event days. On the first Sunday between 11 AM and 2 PM, it's Blue Sunday. This is a special low stimulation period. Sound and music from the attractions are toned down, and on this day there's also the traditional fairground mass that takes place near the bumper cars. Monday is Pink Monday. After the first gay night in 1990, this quickly became the most crowded day at the Tilburgse Kermis. Tuesday is Disabled Afternoon. Attractions adjust their speed and make it easier for people in wheelchairs to get in and out. Tuesday evening is time for Kermis Carnival, where carnival festivities are recreated in a summer atmosphere. This is very similar to the Summer Carnival in Rotterdam on the last Saturday of July. The Wednesday afternoon is dedicated to the children and there is a rubber duck race in the harbor in the city center. Every year on the last Sunday evening, the fair is symbolically buried at 10 PM. The procession goes from the Heuvelse Church to the Peace Harbor, where the fair is buried by the fair alderman. A fireworks company presents a 50-minute musical fireworks show, which has been supplemented with a laser show since 2018. Since 2009, the Tilburg Fair has its own TV and radio station called Kermis FM. It broadcasts live from the Tilburgse Kermis, and I'll add a link in the description below if you want to see their programs. The Kermis has been an iconic event that has been an integral part of Dutch culture. The Tilburgse Kermis traces its roots back to the Middle Ages. It was first documented in the 16th century, when it started as a religious celebration honoring the patron saint of Tilburg, St. Dionysius. Over the years, the event evolved into a large annual fair that combined both religious and secular elements, attracting merchants, traders and amusement providers from various regions. While the religious significance has diminished over time, the Tilburgse Kermis remains an essential part of the culture. Today the Tilburgse Kermis has transformed into one of the largest and most popular traveling fairs in Europe. There are several areas in the fair. The most well known is the nostalgic part. This part contains attractions that are at least 40 years old. They are very well maintained and the prices for these attractions are lower. There are also older attractions where you could just watch an entertainer, like a flea circus. In this nostalgic part of the fair there's also an exhibition about the history of fairs in the Netherlands and especially in Tilburg. There are lots of photographs, lots of historic documents to watch and the entrance is free. It's in the corner of the terrain and it's a lot of fun to visit. In that area there are also lots of miniatures to watch. Enthusiasts have built many attractions in miniature and they're free there to watch and of course they are happy with any donation you will make. Other areas of the fair have more intense attractions or are very beautiful to watch. There are also several areas dedicated to drinks and foods, like the Bavarian area. The local shops and restaurants join the festivities with special menus and offers for visitors. When you come to visit this event, take at least a full day to enjoy everything. You can easily spend 2 or 3 days in the city without getting bored. On the same days, there's also more local fare in the outskirts of the city, near the restaurant The Seven Goats. That isn't really part of the carnival terrain, but you can visit, and there are also some older attractions, more quiet, especially for children, but it is a fair walk from the fairground. Tilburg is a city in the south of the Netherlands, and it's very close by to tourist destinations like the Efteling and Safari Park Beekse Bergen, which makes this area very touristy and very attractive for visitors. In this period, it will be extra busy because it's the summer holiday and a lot of people in the Netherlands have days off. But it is a fun period to visit because weather is mostly very good. It's about 20 to 30 degrees Celsius, and sometimes there's some rain, but not quite often. You can pay by cash at the fairgrounds, but a lot of attractions and a lot of stands accept debit and credit cards. The Netherlands is pretty much a cashless society, so don't worry about getting your euros. You can pay by card and you'll be fine. There are a lot of places to stay, and you can stay near the fairgrounds in the city center, but you will hear the fair because it will go on to 1 a.m. You can also stay outside of the city. There are lots of hotels near the outskirts of the city, or you can stay in the surrounding villages. You can also stay, of course, at Efteling or at Safari Park because they have resorts and lodgings there. The last question we've got is the fair English friendly? And the Netherlands is very English friendly. Almost everybody speaks English, but signage can be just in Dutch. But don't worry, there's always somebody nearby who can tell you, explain to you what's going on, or you can use Google Translate to translate the signage. So we've come to the end of our video about the Tilburgse Kermis. I would love to know if we've answered all your questions. So do you have a question? Please leave it in the comments for us and we will include it in a future video. We from Dutch Theme Park Network live in the area, so we come here often and we will make more videos like this. If you want to hear more from us, then please follow this channel, subscribe. We make videos about theme parks in the Netherlands, including of course this mobile theme park in Tilburg, but also about Efteling, about themed zoos in the area. And you can help us out by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter for as long as it's around still. And if you want to see more about the Tilburg Fair, we made 2 walkthroughs on our other channel, J&J Walks, and you can find them there. I'll link them in the description below.